soundtrack of my childhood went like this. What did you do that for? I was absolutely terrified by my mother, who tore into me from the earliest day of my memory. What we don't heal, we bleed upon our children, we bleed upon our workmates. What we don't face inside ourselves, we hurt others with it. We were immigrants from England. I was just 3 years of age. My parents were escaping the poverty of coal mining northern England. First world problems, global problems, family problems, your family, my family, the global family, we. Children learn by repetition, observation, repetition, and imitation. Observation, imitation, repetition. They'd rather see a winner than hear one. I never could answer the question. I broke a glass. What did you do that for? Broken glass, broken dreams, broken me. Nothing about me ever mattered to Mum. My father was an absent alcoholic, running around drinking, womanizing, looking for the next way of satiating his own personal desires for happiness. He was never there. I was left alone. My mother was a survivor of the worst kind of physical abuse at the hands of her father and grandfather in the desperate poverty of northern England in the 40s and 30s. And she took it out on me. I was left alone with her night after night. Narcissistic would be one word. I do think I'm a good mother, don't you? Yes, Mum. I've done everything for you. You know that, don't you? Yes, Mum. It hurts when you laugh even today, years of therapy, to take it away. To be sat down and pressured at the age of 8, 10 years of age. I do think I've done everything for you. Your mother's a good mother, you know. I love you, you know that, don't you? She was downloading her marital problems into my head at 12 years of age. I was parenting her. I was just a kid. And I hated my father for leaving me alone with her. So what did I do? Like all kids, I adapt. I love Mum. This is normal. This is my normal. Doesn't it happen in your home too? Doesn't your mum put her hand on the inside of your leg? Don't you do that too? Isn't that what normal is? I went to a school that was so violent because we were poor that I got used to, I hope I don't scare you guys, you looking at me, mate? You knew as soon as somebody said that it was going to go down, because it's sort of funny now looking back, because the answer is, no, I'm not looking at you, mate. Oh, why not? I'm looking at you. Or yeah, I'm looking at you. Oh, yeah? Oh. It was terrifying. Terrifying to go to school, terrifying to come home. Where could I go? Where could I go? Mum wanted grades. I do gifted. I don't do grades. What's this mathematics crap? X, Y squared over the Y. Who gives a... Who cares? I don't even get there. What am I even doing here? I want to play guitar. Man, I want to play guitar. So Mum would say, take that plonking thing and take it down the back, will you? I'm the only kid in East Hills Boys High School that they actually tried to throw out of the maths class. As in, you don't get to sit for mathematics in the entire state. There was only one subject I liked. I studied for 4 hours and I topped the state in geography. And the rest of it was like, what is this? I don't even get this. Grades. You know, if you get an A, you make the family proud. If you get a B, you're a somebody but needs improvement. If you get a C, we don't do that. If you get a D, you're not a part of this family. I mean, don't you understand that our love of you is entirely conditional on your grades, that you need to be who we need you to be? Don't you know that you ought to be Mummy's boy? I wanted to play guitar. Take it down the back. I was so gifted at sport. We play a sort of a violent rugby in Australia called rugby league. Man, I wanted to play professional. My mum and dad cut me out of that. so I could focus on, you guessed it, grades. This is insane. I don't do grades. Yeah, I got through, but I didn't do grades. Mum and I had contact. That's all I'm going to say. Against all odds. I went to university simply because it was free at the time. I wanted, this person inside wanted to do law. Mum said, if you really, really try, you could be a school teacher. My self-esteem had been crushed. I didn't even know who I was. I was just an extension of what Mum wanted me to be, and Mum would sit me down and give me a talk about, Mum, get out of my head. Your mother knows best, you know. I know what you've been doing, you know. You can't fool your mother. Oh my God. Get out of my head. I don't even know who I am. And what did I do? Like most kids surviving. I plastered a smile on my face. And I went to university, a happy little kid. Really, really joyous. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, hi. I'm fine. I'm fine. At the end of first year university, a girl, friend, not friend. No, I've been dysfunctional with that. No, I couldn't get a girlfriend. Hey, terror. Talking to girls. No. You might be like, Mum. I mean, no, that didn't work at all. So at the end of first year, she said to me, have some marijuana. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have marijuana. No. That's not my thing. It took her 1.5 hours to talk me into trying some marijuana. I did. Bang! The pain went away. I got high and the pain of it all went away. Yeah. This is how I want to feel. Within 3 months, I had a massive marijuana habit. I could not stop. I didn't feel pain anymore. So I started buying a little bit for friends to be able to afford to pay for my own marijuana habit. Then I started, getting ambitious and thinking, well, maybe I'll just sort of buy a little bit more and sell it to a couple of other people. And within 2 years, I was Sydney's biggest marijuana dealer. And I got to where the guns and the crooked cops start to merge with each other. And, hey, you better hand it over, man. So I'm back with the violence and the thugs. And I've seen such a lot of violence. Men who would do things to you in a heartbeat and then have a conversation later and say, well, don't take it personal, man. It was just business. I mean, just because I shot you in the leg or something. I mean, I was so broken. I didn't even know who I was. Marijuana led to intravenous drug use, led to cocaine, led to conversations on 2 occasions with New South Wales police with a 5-year prison sentence either in my bag or in my car. Why did I not end up dead? Why did I not end up in prison? Allah, God, whatever you want to call him, because that's all that kept me. I have embarrassed myself passing out in my own friends' bathrooms. It was a catastrophe. And there was no one to talk to. On my 25th birthday, I woke up after partying, the day after partying with drugs, and the only thing that would move was my eyelids. I was so damaged by intravenous drug use and hepatitis, I crawled. It took me 45 minutes to crawl out of bed to get to a phone to ring the only person in the world that might care about me, Mum. I was back with Mum. 4 to 5 months in bed recovering. I've got to start a new life. I'm now nearly 26 years of age and I haven't actually, apart from part-time jobs like cleaning to put myself through the university and stuff, I need to get a job. What sort of job can I get? I like music, so I'm going to get a job in a music store. Maybe they'll accept me. And against all odds, this broken shell of a man commenced his journey from victim to victory because one man saw something in me and said, hey kid, come over here. You're smart. Here's some motivational tapes. Take them home and listen to them. And I can still remember it was Earl Nightingale's tapes. about how to be successful. And it was the first time that the negative soundtrack of my ranting, raving, dysfunctional, abusive past began to be replaced with a voice of, yes, you can. Yes, you can live your dreams. Yes, you can have what you want. Yes, if you get the focus off yourself, you just might be able to serve humanity. You might be able to help people. Within 2 years of starting in that company, I was Australia's top salesperson. 2 years later, I was running that $12 million company. A little later, I was headhunted and I was earning an incredibly huge salary for a 30-year-old guy. Running a team of people, flying around the world. They had me on jets flying around the world. I've worked, mentored, whatever, 24 countries. Transit doesn't count. 24 countries. I mean, how does this even happen? A few years later, I was on the board of directors of the largest furniture company in the world. People listened to me. At 35 years of age, I was travelling the world, sitting in meetings. People listened to me. But when I would go to the football with Mum and sit, she would say, would you like a sandwich? I go, no thanks, Mum. Have one. No, it's okay. I made them with love, you know. You ought to have one. I don't want one, Mum. Can we just wait half an hour? I'll eat in a minute. Go on, have one. I made them with a lot of love, you know. And a hand would go on the inside of the... And I could run multi-million-dollar and talk in $10 million amounts and blah, 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 and marketing strategies and organisational change programs with 4 countries, 10, 20 countries involved. But I could not get my mother's head off the inside of my thigh. Therapy, drug addiction, alcohol addiction. No matter how far down you go, what I learned is that that's what gives you the strength to be of service to other people. That if we can let our children be who they are, not who we think they ought to be. That their grades, how many of you, you know, Rosemary, I thought your speech was just amazing, but I'm not talking to Rosemary anymore. I found out that she got a D in maths, so you know, I'm done with that. Like, I mean, how many of you have been asked about your grades lately? Seriously, what's all this grades? What about the human being? What about our children, your children, my children, the global children? Because I think your heart's more important than your grades, and I think you matter simply because of who you are. And at the end of the board of the directors and the entrepreneurial startups and the raising millions of dollars of capital and all the stuff, the honour of now on this incredible miracle adventure of being in Kenya and working with youth and mentoring and the honour of sharing that I've been in the gutter like you, that I have been where you have been. Beyond black, beyond white, beyond this, that, you know, isms, racism, I reject it all. The human family is what we are. You're a man, I'm a man, we're women, men together in a family. Why do we focus on the differences? Against all odds, we must come together. Open up about our pain and bring our children forward. My greatest achievement. And I thank Mum, who's passed away now, and Dad passed away a train wreck at 59 years of age. He'd exhausted himself. And I now, in a way, thank my mother for all the pain and all the suffering and the years of therapy and seeing people like Rosemary trying to get my head cleared out. Oh my God, yeah, dysfunctional. And I thank every little bit of it, because it's made me who I am. And the one thing is that I know that we is bigger than me. And that my life and everything that's happened and is happening is a gift for you. Because I know that when I'm on me, I start to suffer. And when I'm on we and when I'm on you, it starts to feel good. It starts to feel good if I can make a difference to you. And thank you, Agatha, for reminding me again of the most important thing that I've ever achieved in my life. To be an honourable father. A man who goes home to his kids lets them be exactly who they are, encourages them to be exactly who they are. They can tell me whether they can improve their grades or not and whether they want to. Ballet star today, opera singer tomorrow, pilot, lawyer, whatever. It's not my business. What my business is to protect and nurture the who the person is and whatever they want to become. Thank you very much for listening of the journey of pain to truth. The truth of finding that you are more important than I am. That we is bigger than me. There's so much selfishness in our world. And I thank God for giving me 2 beautiful children. I'm a single dad. And for every precious moment with them. And thank you very much for having me here tonight. Thank you.